for joining me. I am Chef Leslie with Harmons, and today we are peeling some roasted chilies. So I have roasted some chilies in a previous video, so feel free to go check that out. Otherwise, if, for example, you have purchased some roasted chilies at Harmons, or you've just finished roasting some chilies and you've let them sweat for 10 minutes, this is the next step, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take off this plastic. And I've got all these beautiful roasted chilies that are ready to be skinned. Now there's a few schools of thought on why we're skinning, but basically, like, sometimes the skin is really, really thick. Sometimes, you know, it might cause indigestion or something like that, but in any case, we've added some extra beautiful flavor to these, and that's the main reason for roasting. So I've got this chili right here, and then I've got just a paring knife. You want to make sure that you invest in a pair of disposable gloves, all right? Just a nice box of gloves that you can get at the store. I would not get those dish washing gloves because they're really thick, and, you know, you might decimate your chili that way. Anyway, the other thing that I like to do is, this is really weird, but I use the back of my paring knife versus the sharp part of my paring knife. Okay, so I'm going to use the stem as a handle, and then I've got a nice cutting board here, and I'm just going to go ahead with the back of my knife. I'm just going to go ahead and peel just right down. I mean, I could probably use my gloves and do the exact same thing if I wanted to. Ooh, that is really satisfying. Sorry. Anyway, so you can do either method, and then you want to make sure that you discard those skins. So let's just do that really fast. And I'm going to do the same thing with all of these other guys really quickly. Again, I can either, and you may want to leave a little bit of this char on for flavor if you want, but I'm kind of the mindset that I like to get as much of the skin off as I can. So out they go. Next one. Now here's another thing. Some people have said if it starts to get too brown here, then maybe I've roasted them too long. You really want it to just kind of be this verdant green when you're roasting them. Inside of the chilies, depending on the heat level that you purchased, you're going to want to use these gloves because after you dispatch a lot of chilies, the capsaicin that's in the seeds and the membranes can make your hands get really, really hot for a very long period of time. So that's why I recommend the gloves. These guys come off nice and easy. If you steam them properly, there should be no problem getting the skins off. Okay, so now here's what I would like to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut an incision in the very first layer. So I'm going to open up the chili like that. Okay. So this one doesn't have a boatload of seeds in it, but I'm going to go ahead and just, again, with the back of my paring knife, I could cut around this guy and cut him out. If you like that heat level, feel free to leave a few of those seeds in if you want to. But basically, that is my chili. I've got a little bit of char on him. When I was in cooking school, I had one of the French chefs say, and now you put it under cold water. And that to me is blasphemy, okay? You're just gonna rinse off the beautiful flavor of the chili. So right there, you should just leave it like that. No water necessary. The other way, I'm gonna go ahead and just, you could pull, and sometimes the whole thing will come out with the seeds, just a couple little errant seeds there. There's number 3. Okay, so there you go. So now that our chilies are peeled and obviously roasted, you can either dice them and use them in any recipe, or we're going to, in our next video, we're going to store them and freeze them.